Okay, she still smokes. I cleaned all the injectors out except for that one under there. Kind of hard to get to. I still plan to get to that one. Got a big question here. I gotta find the injector. It's got 2 wires. I think that might be it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. They're pretty frayed, you know. Might be able to make it work, put some heat tape around it and shrink it up. That is on the 4th one back. I think I seen the wiring diagram where it's supposed to be up on 1. I'm not sure, or the very first one. And I have this wire here that goes to nothing. I think this one is the one that goes to that injector, but I don't know. I guess this is some kind of module that tells about fuel, how much fuel it's getting or something. I have no clue. Any information on this would be very helpful. As for the pump, yeah, she's dirty. Of course, it's a work in progress. I mean, the car sat for I don't know how many years. Trying to see what kind it is. I don't know. Yeah. But the previous owner put new rubbers. One going down and one in the back coming, I believe this one here going into that. But it acts like it's got bad injectors. And I took them all out, cleaned them. They seem really good. Original 67,000 miles. It shouldn't, injector shouldn't be too bad. So that was my other question, was that injector. And on top of that, the fuel pump. He put an aftermarket filter on there. I don't know if that would be an issue or not. I doubt it. But another question would be this aftermarket fuel pump. It's pretty stout. You can see how that's kinked. I gotta get that fixed too. But he installed that. I guess these are supposed to be just lift pumps, enough to lift it out of the tank and kind of push it up. But I think that might be too much. I don't know if it's adjustable. I think it said, yeah, there's something underneath it here. I have to take it out. I just put the proper one on. I think they're like $68. Not a big deal. But I don't know if this would be the cause of just pushing way too much fuel in. I believe it said 160 gallons per hour at 16.5 psi, but it's made for carburetors. Nice birds, little bastards. But like even on the display at the top, the injector things, you know, flickering. But anyway, if anybody can help me out with this, what's the logic behind this? Again, this is a crapshoot here. I gotta get a new plug for that too. But I mean, could I run it without this and just get another standard injector like the rest of them? Or do I have to have that wired injector? Because I believe I could take it out and I spread the wires. They're not touching, but I don't know how good the whatever is in there, the relay or not, or whatnot. I took it completely apart, like I said, cleaned them all, except for that one right there. And that one was different. It had a rod going through the spring, which I found really odd. And that's about the only difference, is it had that rod going through the spring, of course, and the wires. But I don't know if that could be a cause of it, why it's still smoking really bad, or maybe a combination with that fuel pump pushing way too much fuel into it. I don't even know how to adjust this really, but any and all help. Definitely narrow it down, because trying to find these injectors is next to impossible. I have found a few. I know in Germany they still make them. I still see them for sale, but Oof, trying to find them over here in the States is near impossible. You're buying used, but then you're, you know, just right back to square one. Like I said, this car only has not 67, 79,000 original miles on it. So it shouldn't, the parts shouldn't be wore out on them, you know. That, or if I can find a rebuild kit for them, like just the new springs, because springs, they collapse over time, but they're pretty heavy duty springs in them. But I don't know what else I could really look at. I just got the battery charger on it, keep a good charge on it until I get back to it. Just got home after work there. Just want to get it running tip top. And then next comes detail work. Do a lot of detail. Get every little part either painted, cleaned, and send her off to auction. Maybe, who knows.